headed to Fiji.
It's a little bit sporty out here.
Yeah, it's pretty sporty. We got probably like 27, 28 knot winds. We're doing 7 knots.
We got whales reaching in front of us. Woo! Did you see that? Oh, he is pretty. Is that a yellowfin tuna?
Yeah.
Woohoo! We're gonna turn the boat around and go through that thing of fish again and see if we can get another one.
We got a message that there was an earthquake in Tonga today.
We went from 3 knots last night to now we have 20.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Where are we headed, Davis?
We're headed to Fiji.
Yep, 3-day passage.
Davis, forward a little bit. Bye-bye, Tonga. On our way to Fiji.
Taking us out.
Yep.
See you later.
Safe travels.
You too.
Bye, guys. So it's along Tonga. So I was preparing hard-boiled eggs, poured the hot water on my last tall mason jar, and it just sadly cracked. So these have been great on the boat. They've lasted. I still love them. I can use them to store things, but sadly no more tall ones for my coffee.
Saying goodbye to our friends wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. We had already come to Tonga a few days before and spent 5 days by ourselves down in the middle group of islands. So when we got up here, it was a blessing for us to actually spend a little bit more time with them. So it wasn't as hard, but we'll still miss everybody, and hopefully we'll see them again in the future.
It's a little bit sporty out here.
Yeah, it's pretty sporty. We got probably like 27, 28 knot winds. We're doing 7 knots with just the jib up. So
Yowzas, and no motors.
motors.
We are just out of all the islands.
Yeah. Because we came into the island group at night, we didn't really get to see what the topography looked like. I mean, you can kind of see it, but on pictures and everything else, but we knew what it was going to look like. But, you know, it is still majestic. It looks just very similar to the Marquesas. So, but, just take a look at this beauty. Pretty incredible coastline. So, but now we get to see it now that we're leaving. But it's one of those bittersweet things when you're traveling. Sometimes you come in at night and you don't get to see everything.
So Rob I was laying down. Oh my God. Yep, I saw him. I saw him. We got whales reaching in front of us. Woo! Did you see that? Rob's gonna turn us so you don't go right in the middle. A wee bit rolly today. Oh, Rob's turned the engine on because they said that they're more likely to hit a sailboat without any noise than if you have your engine on. They'll detect the vibrations and the noisier motors. Because Lord knows we don't want to hit one.
Well, we are in a rainstorm. It is bucketing down pretty good. Everything on the boat's pretty wet, and we are just motoring because the wind in the storm, it's funny because the wind was behind us almost at 180 degrees, and then when the storm picked up, it flipped 180 degrees, and now it's starting to clock back around, but it needs to clock probably another 30 degrees before we can put some sails out. So once we do that, we'll get some sails out, and hopefully we can get moving again. We're doing about 4.5 knots right now with the headwind, and we're looking to do at least 6.5, 7 once we get the sails back up. So currently our GPS is kaput, so we are just watching out for other boats, and hopefully it finds satellites again and gets back up and running. I do have the radar on a screen here so I can see the radar, but there's a bunch of, it's rain clouds and stuff like that, so that occludes the radar just a little bit, but I know that our destination is at 279 degrees, so we are pointed towards 279 and just motoring forward. Hopefully the wind turns on us a little bit and we can get some sails back out. So this is day 2 on the water, and as you can see, it's a little rainy and a little overcast. Hopefully that rain passes soon and we can get back to sunny days. So we're taking advantage of the rain. We're catching some water to use for cleaning around the boat, and everything's getting rinsed off. God's giving us a nice bath today. Put the boat down.
I don't know if you can see this, but look at all the fish jumping out there. We just got one on the line. I just slowed the boat down so Rob can bring it in.
David, come bring it.
Oh, he is pretty. So is that a yellowfin tuna?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
What's the speed? Drop in there again.
Please turn around.
Yes. We're gonna turn the boat around and go through that thing of fish again and see if we can get another one.
Here, I got one straight ahead.
All right, we're going for round 2.
Look at all the fish in the water here.
Holy cow, they're like everywhere. Some excitement for this rainy, gloomy day. Davis, what are you doing?
Keeping the fish on board.
He's having his DTs as he's dying. Davis is afraid the cooler's gonna shake off the back of the boat.
He's persistent.
Yeah. Dying is a process. All right, here.
Got us another yellowfin tuna, guys. Woo! We're having fish tonight. Isn't he pretty?
And buying cabbage on your last run to the grocery store before passage. That's why I always try and do that, hoping we're gonna catch a fish so we can have fish tacos. Do you want to try and fillet it yet? Rob's teaching Davis how to fillet this fish right here. So we are going to keep this fish head because we've been told that these villages we're going to go to in Fiji appreciate it if you bring them a fish head. I don't know. We'll keep it and we'll suss that out in Suva or whatever part of Fiji we check in and see if that's true. But I am not quite ready to make fish head soup yet. It still just grosses me out. Didn't get much of a sunset tonight, but we've got this beautiful glow off the horizon. Getting ready to put the boat to bed so we can start our night shifts.
Ooh, red sky at night. Sailor's delight.
Hopefully
we'll have good sailing weather.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Rob is just making our fish tacos. So we're gonna have a bit of dinner and then showers and then start our night shifts. Isn't that amazing? What do you think of that sky? It's impressive, isn't it? Considering it's been such an ugly day today. Well, it's been such a gray day today. How have you been feeling?
Kind of good, but it's sick. It's kind of good. Off and on thing.
Yeah, we just had a lazy day just laying around today.
Alright, well, dinner's served and we're about to chomp down on some fish, tacos, but real quick, we got a message that there was an earthquake in Tonga today.
August 25th, 2024. Got a fairly large earthquake here coming into the Tonga Trench area right now. Moderate depth there for that earthquake at about 81 miles into the subduction zone here of the Tonga Trench. No tsunami warning, advisory, watch, or threat.
And some of our friends got the feeling.
6.9 on the Richter scale.
6.9 on the Richter scale, man. That's like...
And it was right off of Pangai where we were anchored a week ago today, which is crazy.
So, kind of crazy. And luckily there was no tsunami warning, so we don't have to worry about it.
So all of our friends are fine.
Everybody's fine, and they just they lost the data cable again in Tonga, so they got to run another one. So that'll be interesting. So, but we're good. It's time to eat.
Prayers are with the eco resort that took us on the whale tour because it happened
right by them.
Right by them.
Yeah. In the whole year that we've been doing this, it still doesn't get any less special to watch the sunrise on my shift, because that's my shift, is the 2 to 8 shift in the morning. So I get to see this every morning on passage, and it's just incredible. I mean, just to know that the sun is going to come up and it's going to be a brand new day. It's going to be a different day than it was yesterday. Yesterday was rainy and overcast all day, and you know, the highlight was catching the fish, but today, hopefully, it looks, at least right now, it's going to be partly cloudy. We're going to have sun. We've got wind today. We're actually sailing, and hopefully we get over to towards the Lao group later on this evening. And once we pass the Lao group, we should be in one more overnight into the into Levuka, into our first place that we're gonna stop in Fiji, get checked in, and see a great heritage site. So, pretty cool. Let's see if we can watch the sunrise in just a little bit. There she is, peeking above the clouds. Be a good day. We're gonna get some miles under our belt and get actually into the border of Fiji, but we can't dock anywhere because it's illegal to dock until you get checked in, and there's huge fines if you do that. So we are gonna just sail through the Lao group and take pretty pictures of the islands that we pass, and then get checked in.
That's our
Stop, but it's there.
It's our first sighting of the Lao group in Fiji. This was on my bucket list, but since you are not allowed to check in the Lao group, you have to check in Suva or Sabu Sabu or Levuka, which is 125 miles west. We're gonna have to skip this beautiful island group, unfortunately. The wind finally filled in. We went from 3 knots last night to now we have 20. And we're going 7 knots. Good job, babe.
Thank you. I owe it all to God for providing me the wind. Now it's hopefully, I know we're not going to get in tomorrow. We're probably going to actually have to slow down once we get closer, because it'll be late at night and I don't want to go in at night and have the extra charges of them getting overtime or anything like that, because you get charged overtime for checking in after hours. So we're just going to slow it down and arrive Thursday morning. It is a little too rough to go out on the front, but there are dolphins going off our bow right here. See him. There he is. Well, good morning. It is Wednesday and we are approximately 65 miles out from Levuka. The engines are off and the mainsail's down and the jib is partially out. We've slowed the boat down because the wind died down last night and we're not going to be able to reach before dark tonight. So we're just going to go ahead and cruise through today and tonight and arrive tomorrow morning to be safe, especially when it's a small town. So, and there's not a lot of cruisers that go there. There's not a lot of information about Levuka. So we're just going to go ahead and play it safe and just mosey on down the road here slowly and hopefully get in safely on Thursday morning. So another day at sea. Let's do some fishing. Maybe we'll catch some more fish and we'll get some projects done, some work done, and yeah.
Waking up, what of you? It's just you and me. We can float here for hours. It's all that we need. All the weight of the world, we can just let go. Take my hand, grab the wheel, and roll down the window. We're as good as it gets, honey. I believe, yeah, I believe. It's a good, good life.
All right, we are gonna make some zucchini steaks for lunch today, and I think Shannon's gonna use the rest of the zucchini to make zucchini bread because this is a large zucchini. That is a tough zucchini.
That's what?
It's just a bright light. They got like they're fishing or something. I mean, I can see.
So it's 1 in the morning. We had to slow the boat down, so we're 11 miles out.
We're 11 miles out, and so it's 1 in the morning, he said, and there's a couple of fishing boats out here. Actually, that's the town over here with a light, blinking light over there. And this looks like to be a fishing boat. It's about 5 miles away, but they got some really bright lights on deck, so it looks like they're a lot closer than they are.
It says it's they're 5 miles out, but it looks like they're like less than a mile in front of you.
Yeah, no, they're pretty far out there because I can see them and I can see the town behind them, which is here, if you're looking. So this is them and this is us, this is the town over here, and this is them. So I can see them and I can see the town behind them over here. So
Alright, well we should be there.
in a few hours, I mean,
Alright.
we're going a little bit faster than I thought. So
Bob's taken over
3
and
hours.
gone to sleep.
So we may just, let's slow the boat
What,
down
do
even
donuts?
more. Well, we're doing 4 knots, and we can do 2 knots.
So that we don't get in because we have to go into a reef before daybreak.
Levuka straight ahead. We're gonna go through the reef in just a minute and getting anchored, and then everybody else can go back to sleep, and we're gonna put the Q flag up and wait for customs.
This Rob has been hanging outside this reef since 1 this morning.
Not too bad. It's all right. So if you can see here, that is why you don't want to come in at night. Just in case you go on the wrong side or you can't see or whatever, it's raining, the visibility is nil. That's a reef that you got waves breaking on right there. Don't want to do that.
Welcome to Fiji.
Country number
9?
9. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah.